Thank you all so much. Pastor Jacob, thank you for being here to swear us in, and it truly means a lot. We have some friends and family here. I really want to thank everybody who was able to show up for today, and looking forward to taking a lot of pictures and celebrating after we get our official business taken care of. But I also just want to thank the board for your support. I'm looking forward to a great year. So yesterday we voted on an MFP that will formalize today. And it's going to take all of us. There are a lot of interest in the state for the state's resources, but I believe our students are the most important resource we have in the state. And the most impactful way to influence our students is through our teachers who are in the classroom. And so I think working together and helping to get that $257 million in pay raises to our classrooms is really going to be a difference maker. Connected to that, though, unfortunately, there are about 30,000 students in this state who do not have a teacher right now. So there are 1,203 vacancies in our state. That's down from 2,500 last year. That's remarkable progress. And at this rate, we can get it to 0 before August. That's what I said. At this rate, we can get it to 0 before August. So I don't know how many people are in the room. I'm not even going to estimate. But what I'll say is, if every one of us in this room go out and find 10 teachers, then our children can have one of the most important relationships in their lives. And so a lot of us have studied trauma and adverse childhood experiences. The way to counteract those adverse childhood experiences is through a supportive, caring adult. And it really does just take one. So my ask and request of each person in this room is to go out and find 10 people who maybe had it on their heart to be a teacher, and let them know that while there's a whole lot out there in terms of what it means to be a teacher, that every day being in front of kids in the classroom is a tremendous opportunity to impact the future, and our students need great teachers who will love them first and who will work very hard to help them set very high goals and help them work towards their goals. So a lot's changed in the last 11 years and 2 months that I've been on this board. When I think about it, the changes in technology, I mean, our world has just changed so much in the time that I've been on this board. And I'd like to use these last 10 months to do everything we can to bring a teacher to all of our children. Our children deserve great teachers. They need those relationships. Pastor Jacob talks about the local church being the hope of the community, and I certainly agree with that, Pastor. But some of our kids don't get into churches. All of our kids get into public schools. And so that is an opportunity to bring a relationship and people to our children to truly make a difference in their lives. So again, I'm going to ask you to help us get that number to 0. For everything people say about being educators, and it's unfortunate what's out there, I think one of the most important lessons of my life were my grandparents who were educators. So my grandfather was a teacher, a principal, coach, and a superintendent of a tiny school district in Texas. And I never said much about that when I ran for office, because you know how Louisianians can be. But 3 of my 4 grandparents are from East Texas. Now I had 1 Cajun grandparent, and that's enough to get you to South Louisiana no matter what. But when I would walk around Pineland, Texas as a kid, and people would see my grandmother, they would stand up straighter. Hi, Mrs. Franks. How are you doing, Mrs. Franks? Can I get the door for you, Mrs. Franks? And the respect that they had for her meant so much to me. I was like, wow, my grandmother's a hero to all of these people. She truly was. She taught everybody in Pineland how to read. That's a hero. My grandfather was also recognized as a hero. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to know him, but when I was about 7, I think, the local town posthumously honored him for his contributions to the profession. One of the smartest things my grandmother ever did was take that plaque and put it right by her back door. So every time I walked outside the back door, I was reminded that educators are heroes. There's a lot of messages in society right now that say otherwise. But if we go and remind our educators that they're heroes, we can get that number to 0, and we can get our children the people they need to be effective. I think standards are important. I think testing is important. I think curriculum is important. None of them are near as important as the teachers in the classroom. So I'm asking my fellow board members, and I'm asking all of you to help us get all of our students a teacher. Thank you so much.